I am going to be playing my US trucking skills all the way through. Again, just so I can get the levels in order so they're easier to find. So that being said, we're going to just start off with one. Like, they're going to be easy, you know? I'm just going to fly through them, okay? I'm going to try my absolute best to just fly through them. All right, I'm going to double the speed for a lot of them because they're just so, well, like this one's easy. This is just like, hey, the truck, we're able to move the truck. There we go. Carrying on. Number 2, just follow the line. This is just a little bit of a turning. Just, you know. So yeah, there we go. And we're in. Number 3, hello from the truck bed. Hello, sir. We're going to be doing just American Truck Simulator, the US version of my game, my US trucking skills. Like there, you don't even have to turn the steering wheel. All right, this is just a reverse button. All right. Try avoiding the walls in the buildings. So we got a little more turning. We're turning left and we're turning right, and we just stop inside. Again, any game you've ever played, you're gonna get the first levels are gonna be absolutely ridiculously easy. All right, and so yeah, just you know, you can zoom out if you want to. You don't have to follow the line. You fail a lot on level 3. You do. I'm sorry about that. Jesus, are you sure you're in the right industry? That you're failing number 3. Now we're not doing crazy levels. Now this is a really, really important level. All right, it is just a lovely wide open level. It's just wide open. This is just a great place to learn how to back up. All right, if you're struggling which way the steering wheel goes, this is the level you want. All right, there's like I've given you one obstacle. The one obstacle is this little dumpster right here. All right, so just keep backing up. You know, try practice driving in a straight line. Just understand that the green lines, that means you're turning. All right. If you don't see a green line, you're in a dead straight line. If you get all the way to like a 90 degrees, try balance yourself. All right. Try understand that what it takes to actually maintain this angle right here. All right. Or even try to figure out how to maintain this angle. You know what I mean? See where the steering wheel is? If I'm over here, then I'm maintaining. Then it's going to be like roughly around here. Again, it's a balancing act. You can't just keep it steady. It's going to start moving. All right. But sometimes you're going to want to keep maintaining at this angle. All right. And that means the steering wheel is going to be hovering around this area. So it's just, it's all about balancing. Like, don't look at this. Don't look, just balance. It's just balancing and controlling the balance is all we're trying to do here. All right. So it is very important that you understand. This is why this one wide ass level is there. All right. It's just so you can, just get used to it, so you don't have many obstacles. All right. Where's the, now this is full speed. This is half speed. Where is, you know what? I'm just going to restart the level because it puts me right back to where I get when I'm going to go. But I'm just going to park over here. I fail a lot on this one too. Do you? Oh, GT. You need to practice. All right, moving on. Number 7. All right, now we're going to do a little backing up. All right, and it's a nice wide ass space, and this is the first backing level where you're actually turning. So it's just a good level. I would keep repeating this level till you do it in one shot. You know what I mean? So are you saying 3rd or 3D? 3D? According to when I say 3D, I don't pronounce my THs very well, so it does say 3D on the captions, which is very funny. I'm not saying I've never said the word treaty. I've always said 3D. So if you ever get confused, why is he saying treaty? It's treaty. There you go. All right. So now we have a little bit of an extra long back, and you can give yourself a bit of a challenge and try to maintain. See, I've already failed. And try to maintain your that line. And it's just it's all about control. See that control that I'm giving it? That's what level 6 is for. That one wide ass level. So there we go. Now most of the levels after the next one will be all forward levels. Driving forward is a lot easier than reversing, but it is very important that you know how to drive forward. All right, is it $10 for each game or all three? It's $10 for each level, for each one. You know what I'm thinking of doing, Charlie? Hello, welcome. I was thinking of actually making it, if you want, $20 for all three. So if $10 for each of them, are $20 for three of them. So I need to set that up. So eventually it will be. Anyway, so a lot of times you need to be able to moving your trailer over, or your entire vehicle over to the left or to the right. But you got to understand, the trailer doesn't respond exactly to that like a car does. You know, you're dragging a piece of equipment. So a lot of times you need to go wide. All right, moving over. Let's go left. I got these lines here are there to kind of guide you. If you don't follow one completely and then get back to it, then you're going to get kind of screwed up a little bit. All right, that's smart. You should do that. I think I should do that. I really should. I'm going to work on that later. But I don't know why I haven't done that. I never really thought of it till yesterday. Yeah, some of the levels are really quick. You know what I mean? So now we have a lot less distance. All right, a lot less distance to move over. All right, so you got to do a lot of hard turning and drive slow. All right, like I don't even think that line was good. I worked really hard in these lines. It took me a long time. I'm not going to be doing requests today. I'm just gonna knock these out. It's something that needs to be done. All right, and so yeah, I'm just going to focus on the American game. So oopsie daisy. There we go. And if someone is requesting, if you want to guide them to normal. So yeah, this is going to be this is not ATS. This is going to be America. My trucking skills normal. So now, okay. So a lot of times when you're driving over here to the right, all right, you're gonna drive past the space and then come back in, all right, and you're gonna see a lot of this in the campaigns. Now there's like nearly 300 levels on this campaign, so this is going to take a long time. All right, it's going to take a very long time. So yeah, let's move on. Number 16. So now what's happening here is that I'm giving you less and less room. All right, before I had you over here, but now we're going to be kind of going past here. Now you could turn earlier if you wanted to, but but not enough. You know what I mean? So I just want to repeat this level one more time, okay? So meaning, oopsie daisy. Let's park in the actual space. How come you don't have the blind spot thingy? Because I don't have to have the blind spot thingy. Here, I just want to, let's say you started turning here. Okay? That means you're going to be in trouble with this guy. All right? Now you can get away with it. You can kind of go over this way and then in, you know, so you don't have to follow the lines. Okay. So like this one, like if I didn't go around this way like this one, you know, and then cut it in this way, I can still. There's lots of ways to do it, but if there was a bunch of cones in here, you wouldn't be able to do that. So anyway, what do we got here? So this one we definitely got to go a little wider. Oh wait, hold on. Sorry, there's people over in not TikTok. What's it called? Facebook, and YouTube are commenting too. So hello Diego, hello LB, hello. That's some. Sorry, I don't understand those characters. But howdy mate. Whoopsie daisy. This is what happens when I'm reading and driving at the same time. Hi, can I play with steering wheel on the iPad? No, you can't. I am really sorry, but we were unable to do that. I don't know why we were unable to do it, but we're not. There's something stopping us from doing it. Bro, what the F? I don't know why you're saying that, but anyway, so yes, moving on. Look at this, 19 levels already. Hello from Arn Pryor. Hello. So nice wide level here. Now we can do, if you wanted to, we don't have to go all the way around. We could do this. If you wanted to be fancy, you can just reverse. You know, there's no cones really to to mess around with. But again, these are just I'm just doing these levels because I'm trying to do everything in order. They're not the hardest levels in the world, but I'm making this one harder than it needs to be. Hold on. There we go. Yikes. Come on. Okay. What game is that? It looks cool. This game is called My US Trucking Skills. You can get it on iOS, Android, or at mytruckingskills.com. Now, a lot of people struggle with this level. All right. Now, keep hugging the cones on the left. Just keep hugging them. All right. If you're gonna run into it, stop. Do a little reverse. Just keep hugging. If you don't hug them, you're gonna get your trailer trapped over here, too close to the other cones. Okay. So just keep hugging. So that because I get a lot of requests for this level. I know it's so early in the game, but you just got to keep hugging them. Just like you would in if you were doing city driving, hug everything to the left. Now, in Europe, you definitely got to worry more about the front trailer swing than we do. Anyway, moving on. 21. What do we got here? So, same kind of thing, but we're just getting a little more. We're getting rid of the cones, I think, and again, these levels can be kind of boring if you're a little experienced, but you know, you're just trying to understand how the controls work before you get to the really hard ones. Okay, so now we have a lot less room, and we can't just turn when we want. Oh my god, these are so boring. If you've seen my streams before, you've seen that I do some really crazy backing, but so now we want to go to the left. No. Oh, that was so close. So yes. What else we got? We got smiley face. Sorry, Spain. Face green smiling. I don't see the actual emoji. It just actually it spells it out. But what do we got here? So sometimes you're gonna making a left-hand turn, and like this little notch there. Well, you don't need to use that notch, but my god, these levels are boring. Jesus, I'm sorry. This is killing me. This is absolutely killing me. Oh, 25. What do we got? Okay, so now we definitely got to go over this way. Hey, man, do you have any place for us to give suggestions to levels? We're not doing like suggestions for me to make the level, or if you want to request a level right now. I'm just trying to focus on making a video where I'm just going through every single level. I'm trying to do them in order, so that way when I do the timestamps. Sorry, these levels may seem a bit repetitive, but trust me, you are going to want to know how to do them well. Look at that. Some advice that I gave you. All right, what's going on here? Okay, let's just turn. Yeah, very repetitive. But if I started off with the backing levels, I probably wouldn't get a lot of people actually watching, because backing is really hard. Now, I am doing these super fast, so again, they're simple. We already have US videos, though. No, we don't. We need more. We need to get those old. Okay, if you click on if you click on here, it sends you to a YouTube video of me doing this level, but they're old and they need to be redone. They're just they're kind of garbage, and I'm thinking of getting rid of every single one of them and using this instead. So yeah, that's what's going on there, Charlie. I appreciate it, though. What do we got? So yes, sorry, Diego. We're not going to be doing requests today. We'll do it again soon. Hold on. What are we doing? There we go. Okay, so it just looks like we're doing a U-turn and we're driving in. We're not reversing. Okay, so cool. So I can, I think I can probably just do the U-turn from here. Stay nice and close. Not too close. Ooh. They're definitely getting harder. There we go. A lot of overcorrecting. Oopsie daisy. So yes, 29. Which way are we going? Sorry. I'm just going to... Chances are I need to go all the way around this guy. Sorry, it's been so long. I don't really get requests for these levels because they're not very hard. All right, so it looks like I can back up any way I want. I probably could have pulled a U-turn there, to be honest with you. Oh, no. So... Can I even pull in here? Hold on. Oh, I butchered this level. Come on. Great. There we go. I'm gonna carry on. Sorry, I didn't. If I didn't make sense, but I was really talking about if we could suggest a place in real life. Yeah, I had a feeling that might have been it. Yeah. So, is there a place? You might as well just email me. Email me at mytruckingskills@gmail.com, and that's the best way to do it. And I can try I can see what I can see what I can do. If you want to request a level of a real place. Sometimes I'll get motivated and sometimes I won't. I can't promise you I'll make one. But I know sometimes donations help make my decision. Does that sound terrible? Oh, I just... Yeah. Okay. That sounds terrible, but I don't know. I have very little time nowadays because I have the kids and I'm doing the streaming and I got a podcast going on, and sometimes it's just I just don't have a lot of time. But anyway, yes, thank you very much. Moving on. Okay. Now I am going double speed. That's why this is what this little thing is called. Well, the fast forward button. I was kind of hoping that would make sense to some people. Oops, it is it. That sounds like shite. Hold on a second. I forget. I keep forgetting when I do. When I have the audio, when it's double time, it's doubling the audio as well, and it just sounds like garbage. So I'm just going to turn that off and this off, and I'll turn it back on later. But so now you're not hearing really weird sound, I'm presuming. Okay, this is a very important. Actually, so this is an important level. This is where we're going to start backing up now. All right. Now, you're in the real world, you're going to need to be able to do a straight back. All right. And you're going to need to know how to set up for a straight back. So a lot of times what you do, let's say this is the space. See, right now you're sitting in the cab. All right, you're sitting in the cab. This is your best view is from the cab. All right, and you got to ask yourself, at what point do I start turning? Now I'm going to use basically a lot of times I use my mirror as a reference point. So when I get roughly around here, I'll start turning to the right. We're going to keep turning to the right. All right. So right now I want you to acknowledge that we just drove 90 degrees. We were over here. Now we're pointing this way. All right. Now we're going to go back to where we are. The trailer is still going forward. And now we'll start to straighten up. All right. Now in the real world, you'll be looking in your mirrors and you'll be looking for the space, and there we go. And then you get out and look, make sure you're lined up. All right. So this is a very good level to kind of get used to when it comes to setting up. So again, this game was made not as for a game, but as more for a tool. All right, for new truck drivers. So now we're going to do it by ourselves without any of that guidance. Now you could turn here if you wanted to. All right, look at all that room. You can do whatever you want, but look, you're not pointing towards the space. Eventually, you will be pointing towards the space. It's taking a long time, and then you can slowly back it in. But that's not always. You're not going to always have that room. But this might be a good little practice too, to where you're just reversing, and you're kind of maintaining the angle and all that kind of stuff. But how often do you get out and look in real life? Whenever I'm not sure. Basically, if I'm not sure, I'll get out and look. I'm not going to gamble with my job. When I'm 100% sure, I'm not going to get out and look. I'll be honest with you. I've been doing this long enough. I've been doing this for 20 years. There's a lot of spaces where, I can just calculate. I can look at the back of the trailer and I can see that, okay, well, because I've already analyzed the space beforehand. Now, your company will say, always get out and look. But that's not the case in the real world. You know what I mean? Isn't it just not everybody's going to get out and look. All right. And it sucks, and you should. And the world would be a better place if everybody got out and looked for every single back. You know, it's just that's not the case. We live in a world of lazy people. I'm part of that group. You know, most of us are. You know, so yeah. But if you're ever unsure, get out and look. But seriously, um, I am a real truck driver. Been truck driving for 20 years. Okay, so now we got less room again, so we're gonna go a little bit further out. All right, let's just worst case scenario, you stop, you do a reverse. There we go. And then we're gonna keep turning to the right. We're gonna keep turning to the right, keep turning, keep turning, keep turning, keep turning, keep turning. Roughly around here, you probably be able to look in your mirror and see the edge of the parking space, and there you wanna straighten up. There we go. What's your favorite level you've designed? Oh, I don't know. Oh, I should. Sometimes I'll come across levels like, yes, I like this level. I can't remember what the level is personally, but there's like it's a short level, but there's like 6 different challenges that are really hard. Now, sometimes you haven't got the room over here or the room over here. Like I think I've given you enough space to where you can just do a perfect straight back. All right, I think, and I do believe the next level. Yeah. Whoops. Ignore the wall. I think the next level we're gonna have less room here and less room here. Whoops. I am not paying attention. Let me. The handy thing with my game as well is that it teaches you to pull forward. It teaches you like, oh, I can just pull forward over here. Didn't even think about it that way. But okay, what do we got? 38. Yeah. So again, so now we're gonna be we'll turn roughly around here. We're going to keep her turning, keep her turning, keep turning, keep turning, keep turning, keep turning, keep turning. And we're nearly there. And now we're definitely going to have less room in the next one, I believe. It's been so long. I believe I got my CDL because of this simple app. It's helped me understand and how to move the trailer so much. Yeah, cheers, man. Thank you very much, Douglas. I appreciate you saying that to me. I live for that. I live for those comments. I really do. What's your stance on Euro style trucks versus American? A necessity. Basically, Euro style trucks versus American style trucks. I'll take American trucks in any day because I love how much room there is in American trucks. But you can't use an American truck in Europe because the streets are too short. You can't make right-hand turns the way you can with a European truck. European trucks are made for that area. American trucks are made for American area. We have nice wide open spaces, and we're very new cities, and so yeah, it's just one of those things that they're tools for the job, you know. But anyway, okay. So now what we're gonna do. Eventually, we're going to actually be blindsiding a little bit here. So we're going to hug this wall for a little bit, and then we're going to keep turning. Now, you'll be able to see, we're not going to get more of an angle than we are right now. We're just going to keep turning. We can kind of, we'll be able to see our space in our mirror, and then we go all the way to the left. And then we go all the way to the right, which will straighten us up in the shortest distance. And we're going to just do a little bit of a side side. This is a side side. Okay? And let me show you and then this is a blind side. All right. So side, you're backing up in an angle. Sorry. A side is you're backing up to where you can see the left side of the trailer, and a blind side is when you can see the right side of the trailer, but not for very long. All right. Hence the blind side. Do you use the clutch on your controls? I use the clutch for reverse. I don't use the brake. Now, by the way, this is a Logitech G29, and it is sorry, and there's the 3 pedals to choose from, and I just use the clutch as reverse personally, but anyway, and I use my left leg as well, which is weird. All right, so now we're going to be driving into a tiny little alley. All right, so we'll start off giving you little guidelines. All right, and your goal is to be already straight by the time you enter it. That's your goal, but you're not always going to be able to get that. If you wanted to, you could back into this space because there's no arrows. What platform is your game on? Right now, I'm on PC, but it's also on iOS and Android. So if you have a tablet or whatever, you can do that one as well. You just got to search my US trucking skills. Now, this is going to be kind of repetitive, but I've given you less and less room. All right, like this one is actually identical to the last one, but I've given you no line to follow. Yeah, so you got to watch out for your trailer, your front trailer swing when you're making these kind of turns. Oh, I have it on iOS. Just wondering how to get the steering wheel. It breaks my heart to say that we could not figure out how to get iOS. Sorry, we could not figure out how to get a controller support for iOS. You can on Android, and you can on a PC. I'm so sorry. It really, because I think 75% of all my sales or all my business is from Apple. We couldn't figure it out. All right, so less room again. So we got less room. We're closer to the space. We're closer to the entrance. All right, that's slow as your friend, I do believe. That way you can steer better. You got more control over your steering. Yikes! There we go. Just downloaded it, brother. Thank you very much, person who has no name. No request. Not today. I'm sorry. I'm kind of digging the hole, just driving through every single level. I feel like I should maybe set an actual time when I actually do take requests. So we got even less room again. Or no, oh wait, this is the same level as before. We just have no line to help us out. When I get back to school, I had an epiphany. Epiphany? Wow, I can't believe I said it right. I understand now. Wow, thank you so much. God bless you. You're literally changing people's lives. Thank you very much, Douglas. Thank you very, very much for that comment. There we go. Keep this live streaming up, bro. It's gonna help. Take me, for example. I've watched and got interested. Yeah, I know, right? I think I've been doing this for 2 months now, I believe. Oh, I hit the wall. Seriously? Oh, 44. So even less room again. These are very important levels. They really are. Chances are we're going to have to redo this one in a second without the line. Trust me, the lines help. Hola, habla español? Nada. I got no Spanish speaking whatsoever. Yeah. Eventually, my kid's going to know more Spanish than me because I think he's going to be going to a school that does speak Spanish as well at the same time. All right. Nada español. 0. Is that what I meant to say? Nada de español. See, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Okay, hold on. See, sometimes what happens is maybe you want to do a little reverse. And there we go. Man, I had such great opportunities to speak Spanish too. Because a lot of the people I worked with were Hispanic, and I just so many opportunities. Oscar cannot speak English. Sorry, Oscar. I'm sorry. Is that the only ones you get? All right. So the next 6 levels are about moving over. Okay. So we're gonna turn to the left. All right. Now we have plenty of room over here, but we're gonna turn to the left. All right. Now we go to the right. Now here you can just drive straight. Okay, we're just driving straight, and by driving straight is bringing us over. So you don't always have to move the trailer to the left. You don't always have to be turning to the left. Okay, so now I'm going to start turning to the right. Now watch the back of the trailer, or watch the trailer. It's actually it's still moving over to the left. All right, so it's still moving over. All right, it stops moving over once the trailer gets parallel with the space. But now I'm going to start going. I'm going to straighten up, and there we go. These are very important skills to learn, by the way. And sometimes even having an overhead view will actually, people can wrap their head around it a little bit better or a little easier. The story with the Irish flag. Yeah, the story with the Irish flag is everybody was asking where I was from. I'd say I was from Ireland. And then, of course, the very next question was, what part of Ireland are you from? So hence the Cork logo. I just kind of like saving people's time in texting. But anyway, so there we go. Hands on the bottom of the steering wheel will help you back up. I don't think that is a great advice. So, but I understand the advice, William Hilton. I just don't think that's very good. I don't think that's the best way to learn. All right, putting your steering wheel down there, just learn how to back up, holding the steering wheel in any way you want. And it's all about which way the steering wheel turns. All right. Now, basically, the advice that he was saying right there is that if you want the trailer, if you want the trailer to go to the right, all right. If you have your hand down at the bottom of the steering wheel, all right. Well, the trailer will go to your right. But what about after that? You know what I mean? What about after that? Thoughts on palming the steering wheel? Oh, yeah, I love palming the steering wheel. It's just the spring is so hard, like it slips. I got to get a suicide wheel. All right, and that's probably the best way to do it is getting yourself a suicide wheel, suicide knob. Sorry, suicide knob. It's just that little handle on here. I'd love that. But I'm always in a real truck. I pam it the whole time. I'm just nonstop pamming it. Anyway, so we have very little room. Okay. And this is actually quite tough to do. So hence the lines. All right. So we go to the right as much as we can. Okay. Now, if we hold it for a long time, we'll end up running out of room. But so now, and then we go to the left. All right. And then we go back to the right again. And we're going to finish off at a jackknife. All right. That means we're going to be turning right away. All right. So it kind of starts our turn off. And then we reverse. What did we get? Hold on. I just got a message. From who? I got 3 messages. Okay, hold on. Okay. And then, oops. Oh, that was weird. Okay. Moving on. So that's, I do believe we're going to have to do this again without the little aid of that. No, that's not the only way to do it. Okay, let's say we went all the way to the right. We keep going to the right, keep going to the right, keep going to the right, you know, and then go to the left, 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 you know, and maybe go right then. Okay, that's another way to do it. Oh, we got very close, you know. So there's lots of ways to do it. That was just one suggestion, you know. So so yeah, it's just maximizing the room that we have. I'm thinking of getting my CDL. Any tips? If you're going to be getting your CDL, you're going to have to choose a truck school. I recommend already going to a mega carrier like Swift or CR England or Prime. I don't know, where they already have a school, because you're going to be learning in their trucks. You're going to be learning in a sleeper truck with a 53-foot trailer. Okay? And CFI, another one, and they'll pay for your school, but you got to like work for them for like 2 years or something like that. And it's just I'm just a very big fan of learning on the equipment that you're actually going to be using in the real world. If you go to a truck school and it only costs $2,000, chances are you're going to be getting like a really small truck and a really small trailer, and that's what you're going to be learning on. Their goal, their sole purpose, is to get you to pass your CDL test. You're not paying them You're not paying them to help you become a truck driver, all right, and to know the ropes and all that. All you are doing is trying to get your CDL. That's it. But if you go to a mega carrier, at least you're going to be learning in a 53-foot trailer and a sleeper truck. And they're going to, you know, and they're the ones going to be hiring you. So they're going to want to make sure that you're trained as well as possible. So anyway, that's all my thoughts on that. You drive a truck in real life? Yep, I do. I've heard of finding a flatbed company. Is that the way to go? I don't know. I'm not so sure. I've never driven a flatbed. I've always just driven vans or reefer trucks or doubles. I got my permit first when I went to CFI. I've always wanted to work for CSI. 20 years ago, CFI had the nicest trucks. I love them. Anyway, go slow. Blah 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 blah. So we have very little room here. All right, we're practically already in the space. So go to the right, and let's go to the left. So I'm trying to maximize the room, and back to the right. I like finishing off at an angle, because I don't think I was going to be able to not finish off at an angle. But so trust me, when you go to school on the yard, the instructors literally sit you down and talk or under phone. We had a very bad experience as a class had none of them structures except 2 were close. You should have gone to vocational trade school. That's another way to do it. But a lot of vocational trading schools, don't they cost a fortune? And they're like 6 months long too. What's the most anxiety inducing situation you've been in? Jeez, I have to jump straight to being on the ice and the snow. It was a sheet of ice, absolute sheet of ice. I had every single tires. I had an empty truck. Sorry, I had an empty trailer. I was on freeways. It was stop and go traffic because it was just literally a sheet of ice, and I had to go over an overpass, and I was sliding left and right and left and right, and it was very scary. And the thing is, if you're on ice and you have an empty trailer, if you touch the brakes, it's going to slide. The trailer is going to slide because there's no weight holding your trailer down. All right, you want to be the heaviest possible when you're on ice, but if you touch your brakes, immediately look to your mirrors and see where your trailer is. If your trailer starts drifting away, all right, especially if you're on a curve on the freeway, all right, and you're in stop and go traffic, let off the brakes. It'll straighten up usually. But anyway, sorry. You didn't have tire chains? Oh, I had everything. I had all every I had like four. All my tires were chained up. Everything. I had so many extra chains. But anywho, yeah. But it's very easy to chain up in the ice. Would you believe? Really easy to chain up because you can slide on the ground so easily. Sorry, I'm such a huge fan of chaining up in the ice. It's just a little cold. Sorry, so many comments. It's very hard to do this, but you had no chains. Oh, terrible, terrible, terrible. You should have chains. All right, so this is another really ridiculously hard one, would you believe? But we got to go all the way to the right, all the way to the right, all the way to the right, then to the left, and then finish off to the right again. All right, a lot of people struggle with this one. But it's a good level. It's trying to do it in one shot. It's actually very hard to do. Yeah, I'm gonna have to read these comments another time. There's a lot of comments. I'm missing so many of them. I do like to scroll through the comments after when I have time later. Sorry, I'm not. A lot of them are questions, and I can't actually respond to them. Hold on. They're not there. You get a minute. Okay, I definitely have to read that one later. Trucking Sasquatch, yes, but you won't have to work for a company you're unhappy with. Well, here's the thing. Okay, if you go to a mega carrier and they already have a truck school, all right. First of all, you're going to get trained in their trucks and their trailers, but then you have you kind of have a 2-year contract, and just so they can get what they instead of paying $4,000, you're not paying for it, but you can break the contract anytime you want. You just got to pay the difference. So save up a lot of money and break the contract. You would have paid $4,000 for a truck school anyway. You know what I mean? So I don't know exactly, but you're not. There's no gun to your head. You don't have to stay with any company, even if they paid for your school. You just got to break that contract, is all, and go work for someone else. But anyway, it's so yeah. That's my thoughts on that one. I'm just sorry. I'm just such a huge advocate for training in the equipment that you're going to actually be driving. You're not going to be driving a 28-foot pup and a 2-axle semi day cab. You're just not. That's not the job that you're probably going. A few people will be, but not most people won't. Hello from Cavan, Aline Fitzgerald. Okay, we're getting really close to the actual alley dockster. And they're going to get all the levels are going to get a lot more harder. Done. All right. If you can't do level 122 on Europe, all right, Charlie is going to guide you how to actually see that level. All right. Basically, okay, go to YouTube. All right. Go to my lives. When I say go to YouTube, go to my Trucking Skills YouTube channel, which is my channel, and you'll then go over to lives, and you will see my European trucking skills levels 1 to 88, and then from 89 to something or something like that. But anyway, so that's where, and then you'll see me do it. Basically, it's a recording of this. If you do go to a regular school, but you can't go anywhere to work, but if they can't get you a job, you're gonna be with a major carrier anyway, and you paid for your CDL. Yeah, true. Anyway, yeah, that's just my advice: is go to a mega carrier, and who already had, and they have a school, and they're going to guide you. And that way you're already going to have a job. You know, that's the handy thing about it. You're guaranteed a job to work with them. You know, you don't have to. It's just the first year or a year or two is kind of like getting your skills set. You know what I mean? And making money at the same time. Okay, these are by the way offset backs is what we're doing here. Basically, you're going from here. Let me start. I feel like I'm kind of not telling you what's going on right now. We're going to go to jackknife. Okay, so we're going to jackknife to the left. All right, so that means I'm turning the steering wheel to the right. And one thing as well, remember, you're not controlling this part of the trailer. You're controlling the very front part. The part of the truck is connected to the trailer with the kingpin and the fifth wheel. That's what you're controlling. You're controlling the truck itself. Your steering wheel does not control the trailer. All right, so get that out of your head right now. The truck, all right, your steering wheel that you're controlling in the truck does not control the trailer. All right, it's the truck's angle in regards to the trailer is what controls the trailer. All right, so you're controlling the truck, and then the truck is controlling this trailer. Okay, so just understand that. All right, so that's what we're doing. You know, like hopefully that makes sense. So right now we're kind of blindsiding it. But anyway. So did you hear the passion in my voice there when I said that? It's very important that you understand that the steering wheel does not control the trailer. All right? It's the truck's angle in regards to the trailer that controls it. Anyway, if anyone disagrees with me, I'd love to try to convince you. Because if you disagree with me, that means you're not really understanding. Who is Jack and why does he have a knife? I love it. That's a good question. Why do they call it jackknifing? I feel like I should know the answer to that. I've never Googled it or anything. Again, 3 stars. Bollocks. Fine. Didn't get 3 stars. Sorry, we got to zoom out just so we can see it. Hello. I don't even know. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce your name. Happy. Oh, okay. Look, I didn't get 3 stars over here as well. 55. One more. Last one. That is going to be, and then we're going to be doing alley docks. Okay. This was just basically, going from the other side to the other side, but these are very important maneuvers to make. It shows that you're in control of your trailer. Basically, it's because it resembles the shape of a jackknife. Then what's what is a jackknife? I was wondering how to download to this on my PC. You go to mytruckingskills.com and you can download it there. So yeah, mytruckingskills.com. It'll immediately transfer you over to mytruckinggames.com, but you can download it there. Okay. This is one of my favorite levels. All right. This is all about setting up. All right. I'm going to do every single one of these. All right. So here's the purple one. So just follow the purple line. All right. And then back up from that situation. Okay. So there we go. And then stop right there. Okay. So now what do we got to do? All right. We're going to do a hard jackknife. That means we got to turn that steering wheel all the way to the right before we even start moving. Okay. We're going to get to like 90 degrees, roughly around here. And now we're going to chase it all the way. So turn that steering wheel all the way to the left. Now we're probably going to have to do a pull forward. Yeah, we're going to have to do a pull forward, which is fine. And then we turn to the right, straightens us up, and there we go. All right, so that was the purple one. And next we're going to do the green one. All right, there is only one green one. Done. Let's restart. So I can't remember which. Yeah, but anyway, we're going to do the green. So that's turning all the way hard right. And that's turning all the way hard left. And there. Okay, so there's the angle that we are at. A lot of times too, right now, I'll actually point my steers straight and see what happens. So right now, my steers are pointing straight. You can see from the little animation up here that I hope people are actually watching. Okay, so they're straight, and I'm see how I'm jackknifing, and then roughly around here, I'm going to go ahead and chase. So we're turning all the way to the left. Now you can kind of predict that the trailers. Well, I'm going to end up straightening up before I'm parallel. So put yourself into a slight little jackknife again. And then chase again. Does that make sense? And then we just do a straight back. This is a very important level. Like a lot of the levels, you can just repeat over. If you're just in training, just repeat the same levels over and over and over and over and over and over again until you actually really understand. Okay. So now let's do the yellow one. All right. I do believe we're gonna end up finishing off in. Oh, I actually can't remember. So same kind of situation. All right, but we're not gonna jackknife right now. We're gonna maintain this angle. Okay, and that's kind of hard to do. It's kind of hard to maintain. All right, it's a lot of back and forth and back and forth. So basically, you're jackknifing and chasing at the same time. All right, this is one of my favorites. I have full control. I feel like I have the most control because the angle of my truck and trailer is not that much the entire time. Does that make sense? And then if I need to jackknife quickly, I can. If I need to straighten up quickly, and it doesn't take very long for me to get right in front of my my truck. That's how I back up most of the time, if that makes any sense. Oh yeah, GT has just reminded me. Everybody needs to be tapping the screen. It makes this whole stream a little bit more popular on people's For You pages. So if you do appreciate what I'm doing right now, okay, so please tap that screen. All right, so now we're gonna do the blue one. All right, so the blue one we're gonna end up finishing off in basically a straight. We're gonna be like dead straight, I think. Yeah, okay. So now we're dead straight. Now we can see more. Now we can see everything over here and everything over here. And now we have a nice. It's a wide space, but we're definitely gonna have to jackknife right away. And so there we go. Straight back to a jackknife. And there we go. Okay, moving on to the last one, which is basically it's like a 90-degree back, but you're right next to the wall. That's why I kind of have it veering out a little bit because I need to start jackknifing right away. I don't recommend this. I don't. All right, but anyway. So hard turn. Oop, there we go. So hard turn. We get to a jackknife. We kind of maintain this jackknife for a little bit. All right, let's. Maybe I didn't need to maintain that actually for a little bit. But now we can just do a pull forward. Again, this is all about teaching you guys how to pull forwards. Learning how to pull forward is stupidly, ridiculously important. All right, any truck driver will tell you that. Okay. Do I still drive on the road? No, I don't. Shift F2. Wait, what does Shift F2 do again? I feel like that does something wrong. Like it shuts down my entire computer or something. I can't remember. What does Shift F2 do? Anyway, so moving on. So now we're gonna do a bunch of alley docks again. Okay, so you can do it whatever way you want. You got no guides. What's the time? The time is 2:05. On the West Coast. So we're just going to be doing a bunch of alley docks. Eventually, you'll get so used to them. If you don't know this, if you can't wrap your heads around these alley docks, then you shouldn't move on further than all these. All right. Now, what we're going to do. So right now, this is basically, what is it? 70 feet. All right. Which is basically the length of the truck and trailer. All right. The reason why I have a truck parked here is just so I want you to worry about the swing of the trailer. Okay. There we go. Just a lot of alley docks. Oh, I'm gonna have to do a pull forward, I think. Just got it. I love the old US trucks. What, the cab overs? Because the old US trucks are actually cab overs. All right, so now we have 70 feet and we got both parking spaces are taken up. So try to use as much room over here as possible. It'll just make life a little easier on you. All right. Oh, did I just butcher that? Yikes. Okay, so I'm just going to do a little pull forward to the left. Then stop. Because I'm running out of room, that's why I'm doing that. And then we go all the way to the right. Okay. Oh boy. Sorry. Try not to back up too fast. If you back up too fast, then you're going to get yourself in trouble. You're going to have a hard time. All right. The ones you rode on the tutorials. Oh, those ones. Yeah. I suppose that is an old truck. That was like a long nose. That's like a Freightliner Classic or something. I can't remember exactly what it is, but I don't know. This particular truck is a Freightliner Cascadia. It's not even basically it is the Freightliner Cascadia. That's what I purchased. So now we have less room. Before we had 70 feet, now we have 55 feet. All right, so we're going to start off with a nice wide open space. Okay, so nice and wide now, and then eventually, I don't know, the next one is going to have a truck here or a truck here, but you know, you're going to have less room. Any plans on bringing multiple trailers, whether it's dolly? Yes. Sorry. Okay, let me finish it. Sorry. Any plans on bringing multiple trailers, whether it be a dolly or a dolly plus a trailer? Absolutely. I've even tested it out. Where there is a new game in the works. I don't know exactly when it's going to be finished. I just don't know. It could be a year, could be a few months. I just don't know when we're actually going to be having the time to do it, because there will be dollies. I've actually added 20 dollies to a trailer one time, and it was like playing the Snake game. It was just going back and forth and back and forth. It was pretty funny. I added like 15 trailers as well. It was pretty insane. So we rewrote the game. Well, my developer rewrote it completely to his liking, and that's what was the most important thing, because my developer currently right now is not my original developer. He's just added onto the other guy's code. But anyway, road trains, yeah, there will be road trains. I don't know how I'm going to make levels for the road trains, because I'm not making it like American Truck Simulator. There's not going to be long distances to go. So the whole road trains thing is kind of hard. Anyway, do you think the mechanics of this game are somewhat realistic? Oh, absolutely. I made it to be realistic. Yeah, when I tested this out, we spent an entire month on on the movement of the vehicle. All right, so yes, I worked really hard to get this as realistic as possible. All right, chances are, except for the first person view thing, it's a top down game, so blah blah blah, whatever. But no, this is as realistic as I could possibly make it, and I have been truck driving for 2 decades, so I know how the vehicles maneuver. Plus, I took a lot of footage. I had a lot of drone footage, and I matched it to drone footage. Like, I would do a U-turn, and I'd watch what the trailer does and everything, and that's I put a lot more effort into realism than every other truck out there, trucking game out there, except for, like, the big huge company ones. But the small trucking games that you're seeing on phones and all that, they did nowhere near the research that I did in getting the realism as best as possible. I'm trying to read it. What was this made in? Unity, or it was made on Godot. Godot is an open source. Wow, I'm trying to read chat. Godot is basically the free version of Unity, but it's open source. A lot of people like using it because it's open source, and I don't have to pay Unity ever. Sorry, I don't have to pay for it. It's free. And I don't, even if I think Unity, you got to start paying them once you start making money or something. I can't remember exactly how it is, but we're not doing Unity, so it would be easier if we did do Unity, but we're not. So we have that 55 feet, and now we have both vehicles. So it's getting harder and harder as we get along, okay? Trust me, you need to be doing these boring-ass levels if you're going to survive the rest of the levels, all right? Because some of those other levels that I have, they're going to be insanely hard for you. So I'm not really teaching you guys anything right now. I'm just playing the level. But my goal a lot of time, see this point right here? This is the dragging point. This is the turning point of the trailer, all right? It doesn't matter if this trailer was 200 feet long, this is still the point of the trailer where that touches the ground. Okay, and the very center is where it is. So a lot of time I want to get nice and close to this point. All right, because the closer I am to this point, the further away I am from over here. All right, so I'm going to keep turning to the left now, which is chasing. Now, this part of the trailer cannot touch this guy anymore. All right, it cannot, because of the angle that I'm at. So I'm free and clear now. All right, now I just need to start worrying about over here on the right. But once my trailer does go beyond parallel, that's when the back of the trailer can hit this guy. All right, so I'm just going to keep turning to the left, and once I have a straight back, I can just focus on the straight back. Okay, there we go, straight back. I'm going to keep going all the way back, turn slightly to the right, just to get my front of my trailer move over, and then we can back it in. Now, if I wanted, I can center it, which I would do if I was in a real truck. But anyway, what time is it? How long have I been doing this? I feel like I've been doing it for 2 hours. Oh my God, 55 minutes only? Oh, all right, 64. What do we got here? You even have less room here to maneuver and will need to turn even later in your setup. Okay, meaning, so normally we would turn roughly around here, but now we're going to turn around here. Interesting setup that I've given you guys. Very nice wide. I gave you a lot of room. Yeah, Unity can you can make. Sorry, yeah, Unity you can make. I think $100,000 and then you pay. Oh, okay, then I probably would be fine. I feel like there's something else going on with Unity. I can't remember what it is. Is it possible to connect a wheel to your phone? If you have an Android phone, you can. If you have an iOS phone, you can't. Anyway, this is basically the same dimensions as before, but a lot more trucks. So we're gonna use this area. We're gonna use all the area over here. All right. Now we have a pretty wide space. All right. So I recommend still using as much as possible over here. Oh, not crashing into that guy. So yeah. Minus the crash. Continue. Okay, so this one's gonna be a little harder because now we have to get around this guy. And we don't have to worry about any trailer swing. So that's great. That's fantastic. Now, I'm still gonna get close to that guy. Maybe this time I don't hit him. Again, all the way to the left. Now stop. If I keep going, I'm going to hit him, so I'm just going to do a little pull forward. Now, I might be able to get away with just going forward to the right. It's kind of scary. All the way to the left. And now we have a straight back. You're going to be doing more straight backs than anything in the game because that's the way it is in the real world. You know, I mean, straight backs, you got to back up. It might be a 90-degree back or whatever, but eventually you'll end up in a straight back. All right, this will not be easy. Good luck. Yeah, all right, so we have basically 45 feet. We have 50 feet. Eventually, there is levels where you're at 40 feet. Okay, so just be grateful that I haven't introduced that yet. All right, thank you very much, Rasputin. He says, good game. Let's try here. All right, let's see if I can just do this without a pull forward. Oh, maybe. Still, nope. I got it. Terrible, but anyway. Okay, moving on. Now we're getting a little more into... Oh, yeah, you know what? This reminds me. There's a level on the European game that we can't... It's basically this level, but it's impossible to finish it without hitting something. I think it's level 103. I think it's level 103. We need to fix that one on the European. So here we go. Now, we could use the area over here, but it would be terrible. So you want to use the area in front of the space as much as you possibly can. So see how I'm staying to the left here? Stay to the left, stay to the left, then turn to the right. Get our trailer pointing towards where we want to go. Finish off in a straight back, and then we do a straight back. And... Sorry. I can't believe people are actually watching on Facebook. It's crazy. Okay. Did you ever rode a manual? Yeah, manual trucks? Absolutely. I'm awesome at shifting. Absolutely. I have so much passion for manual transmissions. Way more than most. How do you use a wheel on it? If you have an Android phone or if you have a PC, you can just connect them. Basically, that's it. So I call this the U-turn back. Basically, we're pulling a U-turn. All right. And at a certain point, like roughly around here, basically, when you see the space, right? If you're in the cab and you're looking this way, if you see the space, turn hard right then. Okay. And now we're set up. I used to do this maneuver so many times a day because this was my only option to pack it into a lot of spaces because I was a local driver. Anyway, I ain't Harry Potter, but I definitely got Hogwarts. Okay, fair enough. How many gears does the American semi truck have? Well, you have options. You could have an 8 speed, a 10 speed, 13 speed, a 15 speed, or an 18 speed. If you have an 18 speed, basically you have 8 gears, but you're able to split. You're able to split them. So the bottom four, and then you have a switch, and then you flip the switch, and then it makes every gear higher. Basically, sorry. So 1 and 5 are the same gear, and sorry, was it? And then 4 and 8 are the same gear. Is that correct? Yeah, are the same gear. But in an 18 speed, you can split every single one of them. So it's kind of an 18 speed and a 13 speed are basically the same transmission. You can just split the top 4 gears while in a 13 speed you can only split the top gears. You can't split the bottom ones. So there you go. In a 10 speed, and you got, but so 1 2 3 4, yeah, 4 and 8, 1 and 5, 1 and 5 are the same, are the same position in the shifter. All right. Now, when you have this little thing here, okay, when you flip this, when this is down, you got 1 2 3 4. When it's up, you got 5 6 7 8. All right. And if you want to split the gears, you have a little thing over here. All right. You slide it forward or you slide it back. All right. Slide it back. It splits it. Sorry, I'm not even near the microphone. But anyway, this is, by the way, this is a USB thing that I add to the shifter that I have for the Logitech G29. I was curious, so I wanted to try it out. By the way, if you go to my website, mytruckingskills.com, you can actually get a link for those if you're interested. I just added it yesterday. But anyway, so yeah, I love shifting. I absolutely love shifting. It's fascinating. It's absolutely fascinating when you really start understanding it. Okay, sorry for not being able to stay the whole stream. Stay goated, man. That's awesome. Could I please do UK 83? Not today. I'm just focusing on the American game. Now, I can't pull a U-turn over here, so I get to have to pull a U-turn over here. I might be able to pull off a U-turn over there, but it's best to just go all the way out here. And there we go. And now we back it in. Yes, you can. What was the question? Oh, I can do it. Yes, I can do it, but I'm not. I'm focusing on the US version right now. So I think the question is, will you? I feel like such an asshole by doing that. Can I do it? Yeah, totally can. Done it many times. Thanks for asking. Oh, is my kid gonna wake up anytime now? Sorry, I'm only streaming right now because my kid's asleep. I've got the. There he is, still asleep. Good boy. Wait. You're the app developer. I own the game. I don't consider myself a developer because I don't code, but it's my game. I told the guy what to do, and he did it. But I designed every level. I put every trailer there. I added all the collisions to all the trailers. I added, there's a lot of stuff that I did, but I could only do that because of the app itself. But anyway, meaning I just couldn't. I just don't know how to code. So I feel like I was smart enough to know that I couldn't code, and then find someone who could code, and then this is what happens. All right. So yeah, fuck it. I'm the creator of the game. I consider myself the creator, but not the coder. Okay, what's the hardest level you've done? Oof, wait and see. There's a lot of hard levels. F life. Okay, what would you recommend for a truck driver to get on long journeys? Oh, that's a really good question. All right, so in my experience as a long haul truck driver, right? Well, I first started off long haul truck driving when I had zero money. I had no money. I had no amenities. I had nothing. And life was really, really, really boring. But things are different now. But if you're going to be an over-the-road truck driver, get yourself a fridge and freezer, like a proper fridge and freezer. You know what I mean? Not like the one you have in your kitchen, but like I actually have one right here. It has a freezer compartment, and it has, it only costs like $100 or $250, whatever, right? But it has a freezer compartment with its own door. I recommend that, and I recommend an actual fridge. But it's keeping yourself happy when you're at a dock, or if you're ever like stuck in you're stuck because the road's closed and you're going to be stuck there overnight, where it doesn't matter where you are, you're fine. You know what I mean? Making sure you have enough amenities to keep yourself happy. Like I had my Xbox, I had a laptop, and it was awesome. So it doesn't I never really cared. I had gym equipment, I had dumbbells, I had bands, I had I just I basically it's keep having enough amenities in your truck to keep yourself happy. All right, having enough audiobooks, having enough I don't know, just where you're never upset that you're not rolling. There's nothing worse than me stuck at a customer for 8 hours, and you just don't know what to do. You know what I mean? I just have keeping yourself occupied is the key. I know everyone has a phone now, but yeah. So anyway, um, have if you are going over the road, whoopsie daisy, keeping yourself from getting into accidents, always making sure you're trip planning. Never be surprised. If you're ever going somewhere where you don't know, get on Google Maps and take a look at the aerial photograph. All right. Um, never be surprised. Just if you're right before you're delivering or whatever, right? Yeah, get on Google Maps, get on Google Street Views, because you want to know what those right hand turns look like. There's nothing worse than not knowing what a right hand turn looks like. It may be easy one day, but it could be really hard the next day, because there could be someone in that turn lane that you would normally use that space to actually make your turn. All right. So sometimes it's like, oh no, but sometimes you wish that you should have already been prepared, that you're going hard left just to make your right. You know what I mean? So you're taking up every lane. I've taken up 4 lanes one time because the entrance where I was going in was so tight. I needed my truck and trailer to be already basically parallel before I even entered it in. I was basically weaving in and out, but I just did whatever I could do to make that turn. All right, it was a ridiculous. It was overkill. I didn't need to have all 4 lanes, because there was 3 lanes of forward traffic, and there was one left-hand turn lane. So I ended up taking the left-hand turn lane as well, just in case. It was overkill. I just was not taking a chance, and it was very tough. It was very tough. That wall that you were driving around has gotten so many scrape marks on it. But anyway, these are parallel parking, by the way. Oh, done. Oh, my kid's moving. Okay, I'm gonna say my goodbyes now. And so I can go back to being a dad and not leave him crying in his crib forever. I don't mind for a couple of minutes just so he can kind of wake up. But anyway, um, I might be back on again tonight. I don't know. That's the thing about me, my live streams. I never know when I'm going to be doing them, and I never know how long they're going to last or anything. I just do it whenever I want to do. So if you're lucky enough to be around, you can. But now, if you want to see more, where you're actually interested in the live streams and just want to watch, they're all on YouTube. If you go to my lives on YouTube, they're all on there. All right. And one thing that the people on TikTok currently right now, your chat is being recorded, and it's actually people currently right now watching YouTube, or they're watching, or they're on whatever streamer on. They actually can see the chat from TikTok. I get more chat on TikTok than anything else, but sometimes not so much. But anyway, thank you very much, everybody. Thank you for all the comments. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the likes. Thank you very much for all the new people. We got 44 new people who became subscribers. So anyway, yeah, sorry, I'm just reading a couple of comments right there. Yeah, in the shift. Yeah, Russian Commander Yoshimir. Basically he's just giving the demonstration of what is for the shifting pattern. I do have a video on shifting, where I have a camera on the pedals. I have a camera pointing straight down on the shifter, so you get this view. And I have a camera pointing this way to where you can kind of see me, and you can kind of see what I'm doing here with the flicking of the switch and this. But so yeah, it's just you just look up 13 speed. It's one of my first videos. It's a long enough video, but if you're interested in shifting, if you're interested in how it works, And I don't think anybody's ever actually put the effort I have into making the videos that I have done. But anyway, yeah, swipe the video. The stream is over. But anyway, okay, I'm out of here, guys. Thank you very much. Again, the game is called My US Trucking Skills. You can get it on iOS and Android, or you can go to mytruckingskills.com and get it for the PC. Anyway, I'm out of here. Thank you very much, and goodbye, everyone on TikTok, and goodbye, everybody on the rest of the streams. Cheers, guys.